will.
And we are live. Welcome to another riveting edition of Untitled, featuring myself, the host, the moderator. My name is R. Jones. Thank you for joining us. And of course, I got to shout out my boy, my main man here that's on the show, formerly of the BX, the Bronx, now residing in Carolina, Dominic Donato. He's here. Your mic is live, sir. First and foremost, how are you doing tonight, sir?
I'm great. Happy New Year. I'm going to start introducing myself as the guy really wasn't in the Army. Not me. I'm going to start hiding from that shit. But anyway, exactly. I'm great. Oh, I'm great.
Exactly.
Happy New Year. Let's get this party started.
Happy New Year to you as well, sir.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Before we start.
Yes, sir.
I send these links out to about 3 people.
Uh-oh.
One of them being my son. One of them being one of my best friends, Craig.
Yes,
Shamik, as you call him.
Yes, Shamik. Exactly.
And where they at?
Well, you know, listen. They're still in that New Year's hangover.
No, stop. Where's Bishop?
You know these guys.
Texting his ass.
You know these guys be running late, man. You're about the only one that what you and Dave pretty much are here at 8 o'clock and whatnot. These other guys, I don't know. Hopefully he's okay because I did, because for a second, he was kind of MIA with our group text a little bit. So I had reached out to him because you know me, I get nervous. If I don't hear from people, I don't see them for a day or two. I'm like,
I guess Chandler got us, and that's how we started this. Remember?
Yeah, exactly. I wonder, and I wonder about that guy. It's funny. I had kind of a dream that we kind of just like squashed our beef, whatever the case may be, and he actually showed up on here. That'd be something.
I think I told you. I saw his name on Facebook. I hit the friend.
Yeah, nothing.
Nah.
Oh man.
I hope he's okay, man.
I hope so too. I mean, I felt bad, but I try to warn him though. Dude, you're pushing me. Don't do that. Stop. Everybody's got their limits. I said, okay, now. So it was kind of bad. I felt bad after a while. I was like, okay, but what are you gonna do? And again, we're gonna start this show off without these guys. If we want to get back and return to it, we can, but if not, we're just gonna keep it pushing. So with that being said, let's talk about the greatest Olympic comeback? ? Simone Biles has a golden return to the games. She is undoubtedly, now I kind of questioned this at first. I had to look some stuff up. Undoubtedly the greatest athlete in the Olympics. Okay, we're talking about 30 medals overall, 23 of them gold. Okay, in her field of which is gymnastics. You got to give it to her, and she's 27 years old. God bless her.
Oof.
Yeah, she brought a lot of pride to the United States in the gymnastics department. That's for sure. You know what I'm saying? And I know it was before the games went down and her participation was announced and whatnot. I know you probably had a few doubters, even probably myself. I was like, well, she's not going to be. She's getting up there in age. She went out there and performed extremely well. I'm proud of her. I will definitely give her the title. I'll give her the title. She's the greatest athlete in Olympic history. And I said history. I'm not just talking about gymnastics. She already got that. But I'm saying overall. I put that out there.
Are we forgetting about Michael Phelps?
That's the guy I was thinking about. That you know what?
He got let me see. He got
how many does he have?
28 medals.
All of them gold?
23 gold.
Okay. So he
I didn't look up Biles. I was trying to catch what you said, but
yeah.
But I always thought he was. If you go by medals and medals alone, he may be the one. How many medals does Biles have?
20 overall, 30, and 23 of them are gold as well.
Okay, all right. So she got him by 2 medals.
Yeah. So again,
at this time he is the most decorated Olympian of all time. With a total of 28 medals. Phelps also holds the all-time record for Olympic medals, 23. I don't know when this was written.
Yeah.
It's his Wikipedia page.
Right.
Yeah, I always thought he was.
That honestly, when I was even putting that in the banners here, I said, greatest Olympic athlete or whatnot. My mind shifted immediately to Michael Phelps.
Yeah.
You understand? I'm not going to disrespect him, but for what this one,
Oh, wait a minute.
yes.
The 30 you got wrong on.
No, it's
The 30 world championships.
Wait, are you serious?
With 11 Olympic medals and 30 world championship medals, makes her the most decorated gymnast in history. I didn't think nobody had more medals, Olympic medals,
than Phelps.
Not to slight Biles. Don't get it twisted.
Okay.
She's definitely the greatest gymnast ever.
Okay, we'll give her that.
Any country ever.
Mm-hmm.
But Michael Phelps, when it comes to straight up decorations,
right?
Yeah, I thought he was the guy, man.
Okay, I stand corrected, but again, slightly corrected because again.
But again, not to cut you off. You gotta remember, like in track and field and gymnasts, they're doing these world championships. What, every year, every 2 years, unlike the 4-year Olympic thing?
Right.
I mean,
yes, sir.
I mean, I know they're all training, don't get me wrong, but they're competing. They're not just training, they are competing. Like track and field athletes.
Exactly.
They start that stuff all the way back in college, with the meets, with this college versus that college.
Right.
And I'm not saying Phelps just got in the pool and that's some hard work too, man.
It's extremely difficult.
Yeah,
okay?
He wasn't just doing the regular stroke. He's doing all the different strokes and
the butterfly.
God bless.
All that stuff.
No hands, look at me. No, I don't know.
The backstroke and all that stuff. He's doing all that. I give it to him. And again, like I said, my mind had automatically shifted to Michael Phelps. I was thinking about that, and I was like, I did read it wrong. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, but however, she was a big, because this is supposed to be like a year in review. The biggest stories. And for 2024, I have to give it to her. I'll tell you another person I have to give it to as well. Staying in the female lane is Caitlin Clark.
Oh, I thought she was the next subject.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm just making a comparison and whatnot, so to speak.
Who do we got that joined us,
What's that again? By the way, that's Ronan. He's got his muted. He self-muted the mic. Ronan's in the house. He's listening. Thank you for joining us, brother. Appreciate that, of course. Whenever you want to chime in, please feel free. But I know you mute your mic for specific reasons. I get that. But yeah, I thought about Caitlin Clark as well. I was like, oh man, because they both of them had big years, man. I'm telling you. And again, I go back to saying, for someone that accomplished so much in the 2000 Olympics gymnastics, you know what I'm saying? And we're thinking, oh man, this is gonna be it for her. This is the send off, and she comes back earlier this year, or should I say last year? Excuse me, because it's 2025. Yeah. She comes back, you know what I'm saying, and performs just as well as she did in 2020, if not even better, because of her advanced age in this field.
Who do you think was more impactful,
between her and Caitlin?
Yeah.
You know what?
I could run some. I wrote some notes about that. I thought that was the next one.
Well, we can get into that right now, brother.
What she did, and you could slice it, dice it, call it what you want. Do the separation of state stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
The sheer numbers and the sheer trajectory that she gave to this league, and I'm talking about the games that she played. There is such a different sway, While the ratings and the attendance went up, the sway of when she's playing to when she's not playing was amazing.
It's light years difference, Dom.
Yeah, and you know what? We've said this for quite some time about the WNBA. What was going to be the shot in the arm? They're always working in the red, and you better start looking gift horses in the mouth and stop with this bullshit of why you don't like Billy, Bob, and Joe.
Right.
And say, shit, the
Right.
salaries are going to go up. The attendance done skyrocketed.
Skyrocketed. It did.
Skyrocketed.
And we got. I'm sorry for interrupting.
No. Bring on Dave, the man, the myth.
David's there, right there. David, welcome to Untitled, and thank you for joining us. And hopefully you're feeling well. Happy New Year to you as well, and Happy New Year, Ronan, as well. Let me just throw that out there as well.
Happy New Year, fellas.
I just want Dave to know that I am sitting in my garage, and I am trying to hide my Let's Go Mets hankies that my late good brother Arthur gave me. I always have it covering something. You know, I like to keep everything neat.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of him, too. He gave me that, the Dick's bag, and he was a big Met fan.
Okay.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So what happened to you?
He was a Met fan, not me. You know what? Weird not to get off subject, Dave, but his mother, Dave, y'all remember Arthur. We're around the same age.
Of course.
It might not have been your parent, but some parent you knew growing up either liked the Mets or the Yankees, right?
Right.
You went to their house, right? And their mother or father was sitting by the window with the radio on, listening to said baseball game.
Yeah.
That was Arthur's mother, Miss Pearl.
Mm.
The only thing you better had said when the Mets was on was, "Hi, Miss Pearl," and find somewhere else to go now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You couldn't talk. You couldn't go in the kitchen.
Right.
You better had everything in your hands when you went to the room, or she'd read you quickly. And whenever the Mets was on, she was crazy. So again,
God bless. Yeah.
Talking sports, you know.
Yeah.
Unless you could prove different to me, again, because us and even Ronan, though he don't chime in. How many times have we talked about the WNBA?
A lot.
And what was always our conversation about? Money, attendance,
support.
When are they going to get out the red?
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey, talking about private jets. You can't get 20 people in the arena, and you want a private jet.
Exactly.
Really?
So, but then again, Dom, you had approached what do you call it? Like you approached an opinion on who had the most impact between. We talked about Simone Biles having a big 2024 with her return to the Olympics, of course. Compare that to Caitlin Clark and her impact to the WNBA, and I agree. I would have to go with Caitlin Clark as well, having a bigger impact on her sport. You understand?
And I don't think it's a knock on Biles. I think
it truly isn't. It truly isn't.
I think with Biles is we've been there, seen that. You know, she's been the best for so long. What are we gonna say?
I would agree with you guys. Caitlin Clark, to me also. I think one of the things that Biles and her sport, I don't want to say suffers from, but I think one of the things that works against them is that for most casual people, they only see them every 4 years.
Right.
The Olympics. Right. You know, it's not like there's a season that casual fans can check a schedule and follow along. So when she's not competing, you're really not thinking about her unless it's something on her social media profile. And then the Olympics comes around, she's 4 years older than the last time you saw her, and then you can marvel at the fact that she's doing, incredible things. So it takes nothing away from her. I just think that the sport, the nature of the following, and how easy it is to for a casual fan to pick up when she's competing and so forth. I think it's much easier for a sport like basketball or baseball, where they have seasons.
Right.
And you know what? And I was telling remember, she has 30 world championships.
Right.
So those are non-Olympic events.
Right.
Nobody really, you know how we are.
Exactly.
I mean, it ain't the Olympics. You know?
Right.
Like how many times have you turned on ESPN or Fox Sports and the University of Texas was doing their track and field events against the University of Auburn?
Right.
And you were like, if it wasn't the 100-meter dash or the relay, you were like, click. She did that 30 times, guys. She won 30 world championships.
And it is actually, you know, an amazing feat, and there's
Ooh.
no doubt about it that that she is one of the best to ever do it. It's just that you don't see it.
Mhm.
You know, so they talk about it, and they talk
Yes.
about the 30 championships, they talk about the accolades, but it's really not something that you would follow. Somebody just has to tell you about it.
Right.
So it's not a knock against her.
No.
Caitlin Clark, you can see her, you know, maybe 3 times a week,
Mhm.
if you choose to, and then, you know, of course, all the storylines that go into it. So I would have to agree with you, gentlemen, that the Caitlin Clark would be more.
Right.
And not just that, you know, you look at, like, again, when you look at the amazement of something like Simone Biles, there's an amazement to this because, like you
Yeah.
said, they will watch it every 4 years.
Right.
But somewhere in the back of your sports mind, you're like, damn, she was doing this 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And she's
Yeah.
still doing this 4 years ago.
Exactly.
Right.
You're
Hasn't
like,
lost
come
a step.
on,
Hasn't
man.
lost a step. Has not lost.
Yeah, exactly.
Still dominating. Because
Yeah.
you know, these sorry to cut you down, but
No.
these gymnasts, they start them so early as
Oh,
far as competition. You
Mhm.
know, be 16 years old and
Right.
in the Olympics. So she's been around for all these years, but
Mhm.
still not that old. You
right.
know,
Yeah.
Exactly.
you know, but it is, I think it is the nature of the 4 year turnaround for most of us. Now, if you follow gymnastics, then you know you would see the year to year
Mhm.
stuff more so. But again, it's she's a phenomenal athlete, not just a gymnast, but an athlete, and absolutely she has staked her claim as one of the best to ever do it.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think, if I'm not mistaken, or without me pulling, I
Yeah.
think she does have the most medals as
Mhm. Mhm.
As an
Olympic gymnast. Yeah.
a gymnast.
She
Yeah.
definitely has the most
Okay.
world championships.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. Definitely.
By
Definitely.
far.
Yeah.
Right. But let's get back to the WNBA and Caitlin Clark. It was a huge win for the WNBA as well, because of Caitlin Clark. You know what I'm saying? Much more exposure, a little bit more money.
Yeah.
The attendance, the interest of the fans, all because of her. I mean, I hate to throw it on her like that, but all because of her. She won the Rookie of the Year award. There's a little rivalry with what's that young
Angel Reese.
Angel Reese, yeah.
the Angel Reese,
Yeah.
little rivalry there with that. Get it, made it a little bit more interesting. But I'll be honest with you, and I told Dom and Dave, and everybody that listens, I'm not a huge fan of it. It doesn't grab my interest on that level.
Yeah.
It truly doesn't. Sorry, guys, if you're big supporters of it and whatnot. I'm just not feeling it. Listen, let's keep it a buck. When it first came out, before Caitlin Clark,
Yeah.
where was the support then for the women? From the women on their end, where was the support then? I have said many times, I have yet to see anybody with a New York Liberties T-shirt walking around, okay, or a hat for that matter.
Yeah. The only time that I ever see it is because I'm in Brooklyn regularly and I go through Atlantic Barclays is and so if there is a game going on,
if there is a
right, then you will see people wearing the paraphernalia. But just casually, no, not like you see a Yankee or a Met hat or Jesse Johnson.
See that every day, multiple times during the course of the day. I'm like, come on,
and off season. I mean, it's an all year round.
Exactly.
You'll see that.
Exactly.
Hey,
so
you know, they got to take it as a shot in the arm, guys. And what do they do from here? Hey.
Right.
Yeah, it's the sustainability for me because you know those storylines eventually they get old. I would say that when the league first started, was it almost 30 years ago now? There was a lot of attention given to it. I was interested because I think that they benefited from coming off of those Tennessee UConn, and so the women's game got a lot of national attention. And so I think one of the things that happened was the fact that you had there was no place in the United States where these young women could go after the uh, uh, college was over. They had to go overseas, and so there was a sort of a little cry of, "Oh, gee, that's messed up that these young women have to go out of the United States to play professionally." And so when they created this league, there was an interest, there was a buzz. Now, I will say that buzz came from some basketball fans, but we've talked about it before. I don't think that women in general, um, uh, I'll just call it as it is, heterosexual women. I don't think that they had the draw to it because for a lot of them, they still preferred watching the men's game.
Right.
Um, so,
Yes.
but there was a lot of steam that they had as far as the Houston Comets teams, the New York Liberties of back then, Rebecca Lobo, Teresa Weatherspoon, and alike, and there were some exciting finals, but then it sort of drifted off, and then it was almost like, I forgot about it. We've talked about it on the show before, how here in New York, they went from playing in the Garden to playing on the stage at Radio City.
Radio City, exactly.
And so they sort of lost the home, and they eventually wound up in Brooklyn, which has worked for them. But it took something like a Caitlin Clark to bring that national attention back to the WNBA, and then the Liberty, winning. That helped as far as the New York market, but it's a sustainability for me.
And we got to have some of these. Like, I listen to Sirius XM in the mornings, whether I'm in my car or on the app.
Okay.
And what's his name? There was just so much hate, from Cheryl Swoops, to Gino Auriemma, the golden coach of women's college ball.
Yeah.
They were all throwing shots as this girl was doing all this. It was sort of like me saying, you know what? Yeah, the Mets got hot for a minute, but that's going to stop.
Right.
But not knowing the Mets were even going to get that far.
Right.
This is how they was treating her all year. Like, who are you? I mean, come on, Cheryl Swoops. Come on, lady. You helped really build the foundation of this league.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me you didn't see this league going under for 27 years?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're going to sit here and say, oh, Dave. I'm not saying you should be kissing Dave's ass, but you should be like, damn, this girl done brought some. She basically did some stuff that a lot of them couldn't do. Cheryl Swoops, Candace Parker, all of these so-called, even Lisa Leslie, guys.
Yeah.
The difference with Lisa Leslie is Lisa Leslie enjoys being Lisa Leslie.
Yeah, right.
She wasn't one of them that you heard saying, I don't know who Dave thinks he is, blah, blah, blah.
Right,
No, Lisa Leslie was always so much more, I ain't going to say professional, mature. But again, guys, not to be, it's the world we live in too. Your hot take got to be a hot take, whether it makes sense or not. So
exactly.
I think Don, to your point, Lisa Leslie, if we could describe it a way, I would say she understood the assignment.
Yeah.
You know what? I think back as Dom, you were talking, I'm thinking about early hip hop. And one of the problems that early hip hop suffered from was that early hip hop was seen as a fad. It was seen as something that was not going to be sustainable. And there were a lot of the originators were not given the credit that they felt that they deserved. And then you had, once it went mainstream, you had a lot of rappers and rap groups that maybe were not what we would consider traditional hip hop, or seemed less like the old school, and they got a lot of the attention. And so you had we went through the period of Hammer and Vanilla Ice. And so sometimes when you ask for recognition, and then it comes, but it's given to others that,
Right.
and you feel that you were left in the past and ignored, that builds up some resentment. I'm not speaking for them, but that could possibly be it. But if you can flip it and embrace it, and I think because Caitlin Clark, as much as we can talk about what Caitlin Clark, the idea of Caitlin Clark, as opposed to the person. Caitlin Clark, the person, did nothing to anybody.
Right.
No.
And she took on a lot of the vitriol, coming from people, and she still went out there and played her game. Personally, there's nothing against Caitlin Clark at all, but I think that she became symbolic of something much bigger than her, and she took heat for that unfairly.
Right.
And that's a great analogy, Dave, with the hip hop. Because again, me being from the Bronx, of that era, of that ilk, of that age,
yes,
when we heard Sugar Hill Gang, we were like,
who
were they?
Right.
They weren't Grandmaster Flash.
Exactly.
It wasn't Curtis Blow. They weren't
even though
these guys we're watching in the
Grandmaster Cass.
Yeah, Grandmaster Cass.
They took their rhymes from Grandmaster.
Spoonie G,
Special
Ed, all of these guys.
I'm telling you, Dom, I was at the Fever.
Oh.
Yeah, in 84, 85, I was at the Fever.
There's a lot of listeners that don't know what the Fever is.
No, 4371.
By the way, that's Reggie. Welcome to the show, man. Happy New Year, brother.
Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year,
guys, remember they was making mixtapes.
Yes.
Before Sugar Hill Gang. They were selling mixtapes.
That's how we heard it.
Exactly. But see, again, me being from the Bronx.
Yeah.
We had this in the park, man. Hanging speakers up and flashes out there.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, again, no knock, like you said, Dave. Right place, right, whatever.
Yeah.
But come on, guys. We're all New Yorkers. We're all of an age where when you heard Sugar Hill, you were like,
Well, first, if you know the history, it was all manufactured. That was Cynthia Robinson, and she grabbed these guys. One of the guys was working in a pizza parlor in Jersey, and they literally took Grandmaster Cass's rhyme. I'm the CAS. It was Casanova, and so he didn't even change the name on it. But at the time, it was exciting because it went from these mixtapes to vinyl, and some kind of recognition. Quick story. I bought the record, and
not me. I couldn't do it.
I was about 14, 15-year-old kid. I bought the record, and I played that thing so much. I remember my uncle came from California, my father's brother, and he was staying visiting us, and he was staying across the hall from me. And one day he told my father, he said, "Buy that boy another record," because he's I had to buy a second copy because I wore the grooves out on it, because it was all we had. And being a kid in Queens, those mixtapes traveled from the Bronx and older them. So it was the pre-internet, well before the internet. That's how it got around.
And you know what? I'll be honest. I guess I was that bitter beer guy, again from the Bronx.
Yeah.
The first thing I thought about, I was a kid, like all of us. I don't want to curse, but I was like, how these mugs skip the line? That's all I could think of. How they skip the line?
Yeah.
And all of these dudes that I've been watching in the Fever, 371.
Yes,
Echo Park, 18 Park, all these places that they were out there.
Yeah.
And these guys from who the hell knows? New Jersey, I think.
New Jersey, I think they were
they weren't even from like Newark or East Florida.
No. They were in the Jersey suburb.
Exactly. New Brunswick.
Playing handball at Rutgers Park. It's Rutgers University.
Right.
I don't know.
There you go.
No, it didn't fit, guys. It didn't fit the mold. But God bless them. Like you said, David opened the door for vinyl, and then here comes KRS-One. And,
right. right.
Dougie Fresh, and
Yeah.
all of this, the shit that we now grown to as we was getting older.
Right. And that,
But
you know what? I hate to be that old guy that's
get off
talking
my
about it.
lawn, Dave.
Yeah, but I will say that also the thing is that these guys, when they came out with the record, they had honed their craft for years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in the parks, in the armory, used to have the jams, you know, all of that stuff. So they were known. They just weren't known in the mainstream.
Globally,
You know, and they definitely weren't something that somebody manufactured in a studio. And you know what a lot of people don't even realize is that back in those days, you know, pre-radio and making records, that really wasn't even the goal. The goal was making good music, getting your reputation. And but then when Sugar Hill came on, they said, "Oh, we can make a record. We can get it on the radio." That changed a lot. But pre that, you know,
right. Remember though, guys, as far as we've gone with hip hop, rap, with the beefing and the, you know, it started the opposite. It was designed to stop fighting.
Yes.
This was a way for us to battle.
Yeah.
We're gonna rap. Dave's gonna get out the cardboard. He's gonna break dance. This was a way to stop all of what they're doing now.
Right.
Which is so,
it's amazing how
so topsy turvy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I can remember listening to Flash, and the amazing thing of him was, you know how nowadays we hear the guy rap,
right,
and he's really rapping to the beat.
Yeah.
Well, Flash was cutting to the rap.
Yeah.
That shit was so amazing that, and you could see it because you're in the park and he's on. And you're like,
that must have been incredible.
That
must have been incredible, Dom, to actually have experienced that.
To see this shit, man.
Yeah.
Oh God! And you know what the funniest thing was?
Yeah.
You tried to tell your friend, because I knew a lot of these guys like Wayne, Dark, Kev. They were stick-up kids.
Right.
And they would tell me, Dom, tell this dude don't come here and try to sell weed because we came from a different area.
Yeah.
And when you went, this was their area. You know, if we catch them, 10 minutes later, here come our little friend from high school, Ruben. No sneakers, no gold chain. I'm like, this motherfucker just didn't listen, did he?
Just didn't listen,
and here comes Wayne 5 minutes later.
Right.
Real
but at least you got a warning.
At least you got a,
that's what he said, Red Dog. Didn't we tell you? Tell me you told this fool. I'm like,
right.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because I'm coming from, you know, R and I grew up in the same neighborhood in Queens. And when I was introduced to the Fever, it was around 1984. I was working. I was working at Macy's, Herald Square. I was working security. And
who didn't work at Macy's?
Yeah, right. A friend of mine.
It's like a rite of passage thing.
Exactly. So my friend told me about the Fever, and it was a Friday night, and we were, you know, just got off work. So let's go uptown.
Right.
I think we even took a cab. And
OJ.
Yeah, exactly. So we went to the Fever, and it was love at first listen. And but the thing is that, you know, to be from Queens and going to the Bronx and hanging out, I mean, we pulled an all-nighter and then went to work Saturday morning.
Exactly.
But never had a problem. I went to Fever several times. Never had a problem. You know why? Because I didn't come in there trying to be somebody I wasn't. I went there for the music, and if you were chilling like that, nobody bothered you. I remember the back room and being back there with Grandmaster Cass. And he's just talking to us because back then, you know, you were celebrities within, but, you know, they were just regular people. A lot of these guys had regular jobs during the day. It was just a different time.
You know what the real funny thing about the Fever was? Geographically, it was 6 blocks from Yankee Stadium.
Really? I didn't even realize.
It was on 167th and Yankee Stadium's on 161st in Jerome. So you could have went to a Yankee game on a Friday night and walked your ass down the street.
Yeah.
How about that?
I just remember that crazy hill. You know, I get off the train and take the hill.
And you had around that area, you had Jerome, You had the concourse. You had Grand Concourse. And at that time, guys, once you left, forgive me for saying this, I'm from the Bronx and I'm a Yankee fan, but when you left that quadrangle of Yankee Stadium, it's like the Bronx got a little prettier. You know, unless you ventured all the way to the other side, to Simpson and Hunts Point.
The west side,
but when you the south side, the South Bronx.
Well, South Bronx was a different world.
Yeah, it was like the ship was really burning, guys.
Dom, you had the misfortune of having that ugly mausoleum right in the middle of it.
Yeah, right in the middle.
Called Yankee Stadium, but I'm just where all those ghosts.
But it was when you look at it geographically, it was 6 blocks from Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, I never even realized I was that close.
167th and Jerome.
I always wondered what that smell was.
Wow.
Wow. Here we go, bro.
Here
we go.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a left turn away from the hip hop.
Right.
And get back to a little sport. Okay. So finally, New York is able to celebrate an actual championship, a parade in the Canyon of Heroes.
Yes.
Congratulations, 2024 champions, WNBA champions, the New York Liberty, capturing their first championship. Now, they've been in the championship game, 4 or 5 different times, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so. I know they were in the first couple of them. They lost to Houston, I think, back-to-back years in the beginning, and I know that they lost maybe the previous year. Did they lose to the Aces or something? I don't know.
Yes, they did.
Listen,
yes, they did lose to the Aces last year.
Yeah.
Did they, or was it?
No, they did lose to the Aces. They did make it to the championship, and the Aces beat them.
Right.
Yeah. So finally.
Yeah.
I'm good for that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, again, I'm not the biggest fan, but it's always good to see a parade in the Canyon of Heroes. So
and a banner raised at the Barclays.
Exactly. How about that? Yeah. You know the other team ain't doing it. That's So I say that as a former fan. It's all good. It's all good.
It's all good. Wait, can I just stop for a second? Is this the first sweater turtleneck R for the season?
No, it is not. No, it is not.
Okay.
No, I had quite a few other ones I put on earlier.
Okay.
So this is a little bit thicker one.
Yeah, turtleneck R. Yeah.
I'm gonna leave R alone, man.
It was like you had hoodie mellow and you had turtleneck R.
I wear the bougie turtleneck.
Which one is that?
The Under Armour that sticks to your body.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay. That's not bougie, Dom. That's not bougie.
I'll tell you what, guys. Again, here we go again. But when you talk about like no air, like, you put that shit on and your heat is staying in your. It's not a gimmick. This is what they developed. Under Armour was the first one to develop this stuff. So
exactly.
You put that on R and you can go outside with a hoodie.
Yo, I'm gonna check that shit out because
hoodie.
Technology.
So, we're gonna need it this weekend.
So are we, actually. So are we.
We got our brother Dom looking like Coach McVay from the
The greatest DCs I ever did was on the foundation of Under Armour.
Right.
Y'all remember where it first got its light, right?
I don't. You have to refresh my memory.
Any Given Sunday.
Really?
You didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
The U and the A on their turtlenecks.
Yeah.
Sure enough, did.
You didn't even know what it was.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Guy was making this shit in his grandmother's basement, going to the University of Maryland.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, and he got his big break from who made that movie? Oliver Stone.
I
think he was the director. Oliver Stone.
Yeah.
He gave Mr. Blake his first shot, and then of course the University of Maryland bought into his product, and it went crazy from there.
Right.
But they were the first ones to make that.
You said
wet,
Blake,
dry
not
shit.
Steve Blake.
Huh? No.
Oh, okay.
Not He played for Maryland.
Yeah, he played for Maryland. That's why I was like, when you said Mr. Blake in Maryland. I was like,
hold on.
Y'all funny, bro.
Hey, we try, brother. We try to be entertaining and stuff like that. But again, kudos to the New York Liberty. You know what I'm saying?
Congratulations to them.
Hopefully, we'll see. Are you guys know if they're favored for this upcoming season or no?
You know, it's always a. I think they have to figure out. You know, every year they don't favor them until they know that they're actually going to have a season.
Okay, gotcha.
It's one of those things, you know. With teams
they're gonna have a season because you already know what it's about. And don't be surprised. We were talking about it earlier, and we wasn't talking about the Indiana fever, but yeah. They're gonna have some pieces this year. Believe you me. There's gonna be a lot of fever on television again.
I'll tell you, if that Juju Watkins comes out.
Oh yeah, she's a problem.
I made a mistake, Dave. It wasn't Blake. His last name was Plank. I was getting Blake mixed up with him.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, if that girl comes out, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know if you caught her.
Yeah,
she's nice. She's nice. She's nice.
And she blocks shots, man. For her height, she be out there blocking shots. I'm like,
well, how tall is she?
6 feet, maybe.
She's
short.
Yeah,
and she can shoot. She got that step back.
Man,
I ain't gonna say she looks like a female Allen Iverson, but
okay,
she
got some game.
She's the ball. But you know what? Here we are again, guys. She's in Southern California.
Yep.
Is her IL money greater than her WNBA contract?
Right. Because there's a lot of opportunities. She's right there in Hollywood.
Yeah, right in Southern Cal. I mean,
for sure.
Ooh.
That's interesting.
You think the Sparks is looking at that?
Probably are.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a shocker. I mean, they probably are.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only fair. I mean, that's why what's her name stood her extra year. Is
she from that area or?
I think so. I think she might be from Southern California. I'm gonna look it up while y'all are talking.
Okay, let's do some moving on real quick. Let's get in 2024. We had more Olympics. The USA men's basketball team winning their 5th consecutive gold medal showing, but not without a little bit of drama there. A little bit of drama concerning 2 players from the Boston Celtics on that roster.
Oh, you guys.
Hey, gotta bring it up a little bit. It was a little bit of controversy going on. They had left off Jaylen Brown. He was left off the roster.
Yeah.
And Jason Tatum was part of the roster, but wasn't getting a lot of burn.
No. They treated Jason Tatum like Christopher Williams in New Jack City.
Whoa. That's funny. That's funny, Dave. I like that.
I like how he's stuck with the light skin across the board.
Wow.
I didn't even have to say anymore. Y'all got the reference.
That was cold.
I like how you did that. That was slick. I see you know. But again, there was you know what though, man, especially the part with Tatum. Tatum thought because it was a Nike sponsor, and I forgot who did Jason have at the time? Was it Adidas? Or am I mixing it?
No, didn't he make it like a Nike thing? I don't remember.
I can't remember.
Only thing I remember from the Summer Olympics was Ray Gun.
Oh God, please!
That's the only thing I remember.
You know what though? But you know what though? That's another thing. We're gonna add that in there too. Yeah. Okay, with the kangaroo hop, whatever that shit was. I was like, yo,
the kangaroos. The kangaroo hop. Yeah.
You know what's so messed up about this? I know we're getting off topic. You know what's so messed up about that whole kangaroo thing is the fact that the dance sucked.
Stop.
No, it didn't suck.
The whole thing sucked.
The whole thing sucked.
The whole thing sucked.
But I'm just saying, the whole
thing canceled that shit after the first.
Canceled,
Exactly.
Yeah,
But I'm saying,
we're not doing this no more.
As bad as the event was, that one dance truly sucked ass. Okay, without question. And what made it
I
so
know you're not talking about homegirl, man.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
I know you're not talking about homegirl. That shit was fire.
Oh my gosh! You better stop.
I'm going to bed.
I'm about to cut your mic. I'm about to cut your mic,
Yeah,
man.
cut
You know,
that
you know
shit
what
off.
it is? You know what it is, Reggie
Cut your
only
damn
gets,
mic.
Reggie only
I'm
gets sound.
overworked. I'm overworked and underpaid. I'm on my way to work right now, so y'all gotta forgive me.
That's terrible.
I got any sleep. Okay,
Reggie only gets sound on his TV, so he never saw it. He just heard the music and said, "Oh, yo,
back to the basketball. I was thinking about it and I looked it up.
Okay.
Jaylen Brown is under some unknown. It's called 741.
Oh,
That's his sneaker deal with a company called 741.
Okay.
So it's none of the major sneakers. Yeah, it's called 741.
He had seven. The brand was 741, but
741 brand. Yeah.
I never heard of that.
Never heard of that one either.
Might be
Yeah.
right with,
He turned down over $50 million from other companies.
Yeah. I remember he caught a lot of flack for that.
Yeah.
He caught a lot of flack.
And Juju Watkins is from Southern California, Red.
Okay.
From Los Angeles. Yep.
Well, I guess that 741 brand is right up there with Big Baller. What was that? The Triple B?
Yeah, but who's wearing Big Ballers? I'll wait.
Yeah,
kids ain't wearing it.
They not even wearing. Yeah, I'm looking at the website. It kind of looks kind of nice, but
you seen the sneaker, Dave?
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
They're pretty nice.
Yeah, they are pretty nice. And
you know, Big Brother doesn't want people thinking outside the box.
Well, you know, Nike got the
yeah.
So
speaking of
that's
basketball,
what that's about.
Speaking of basketball, guys, I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Really not off topic.
Yes, sir.
About players.
Okay.
They was talking about the NBA and the ratings and all of this and viewership, blah blah blah. And somebody, I don't know if you ever watched that show on FS1 with I forgot what his name is, but he's got his little sidekick on the little table. Look like he's at the jury box. He brought up a strange point. He said, when you talk about viewership, are some of these analysts, i.e., he said it, i.e., TNT, do they spend more time bashing the NBA than they do promoting it? I was like, yeah, exactly.
They kind of do. I mean,
you know,
wait. I honestly think that guy was watching our show because I know we talked about that.
Exactly. Yes, he did. You know, first of all, Shaq, if you can't score 20 and get 20 rebounds, come on, Shaq. First of all, speak English. and not everybody's going to get 20 every night because you didn't. When did you ever average 20 points and 20 rebounds in a season? I'll wait.
No.
Yeah. And then you got Barkley, you know, and ESPN's kissing their ass to bring them over when TNT goes out of business. Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But you see what Amazon did, right? What's that young lady's name? She's, I hate to say, fine as hell.
Malika Andrews?
No. Oh man, she's from New York, I think.
The young lady from that does the Knicks?
No.
Not Taylor Rooks.
I know you're not talking about
Taylor Rooks is going to run the Amazon Prime NBA show.
Okay.
Oh, I'll tune in for Taylor Rooks.
Again, not to mix apples and oranges.
Yeah.
But here we are. Taylor Rooks has always been sort of like fine as hell. But she's always been that girl on the outside.
Say it again, dog.
I'm sorry.
Say it again, dog.
But she's always been that one that like again, how did Malika Andrews skip the line over her?
Yeah, because I heard Taylor Rooks first. I thought Taylor Rooks was from Chicago, but
I don't know, Dave. I just that's who it is.
It's not
well, Dom, look her up, Dom. Look her up.
She's gonna run the
Just
Amazon
go all
Prime
the way,
NBA
Dom.
show.
At this point, just go all the way. It's
Yeah,
okay.
I'm
Just,
done.
you might as well put it out there.
I'm
So you might as well-
Nobody else is watching, Dom. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Exactly. Exactly.
Wait a minute, where was she born? St. Louis, Missouri.
St. Louis.
Okay. So not New York, not Chicago, but St. Louis,
Okay,
Missouri.
so
And
Midwest.
she's been a sportscaster since 2012. Guys, she's 33 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Hey,
fine as hell.
Yeah, thank you, Greg. Sounds better coming from you.
Yeah.
I thank you, Dom. I got you.
Amazon just said, we'll take her.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, look at all the women that left ESPN.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
We remember, guys. This is how long we've been together.
Right.
How, what's her name? Taylor.
Gary Champion?
No, Taylor and who was the white girl that was running the NBA show?
Michelle Beadle.
Michelle. No, not Beadle.
Nichols.
Yeah, Rachel Nichols.
Yeah.
Rachel Nichols.
How
Yeah.
they played each other
Yes. Yeah.
against ESPN,
Yeah.
and Taylor walked away with that big ass contract from
Yep.
NBC.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Taylor, we'll just pay you $1 zillion just
Yeah.
to do the Olympics and a Sunday night football.
Right.
You down? Hell yeah, I'm down.
Exactly.
Rachel
I
Nichols-
haven't seen her in a minute, though.
I haven't either. Yeah.
Man. But now they got, all of these. I just hope Taylor Rooks sticks to sports and basketball and not the shock shit that ESPN has bought into.
Yeah.
Because it's getting played out now, guys. Be honest. It's getting
Yeah.
They've
played
been
out.
getting played out for a long time, Dom. That's been on
Yeah.
the road for a minute now.
Yeah.
It's getting
We've been
thick.
talking about it forever.
Yeah.
It's just shock shit.
Well, again, we said it on a previous show. The first word in ESPN is for entertainment.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you got that right.
But yeah, she'll be running Amazon Primes.
Mhm.
Hey, I know she's gonna get. They pay $74.2 billion.
Billion, not million.
Billion dollars.
Exactly.
And guess what?
Hey, I gotta
Peacock
say,
didn't do bad either. Peacock forked over like $4.2 billion.
Mm.
And you got
I gotta say, I'm a
games
proud.
on ESPN because remember Peacock is NBC, which
Right. Peacock.
is going to give us all the flashback when the NBA is shown on the weekend on NBC.
Right.
Something
Remember?
we basically grew up on back
Yeah.
in CBS.
Yes, sir.
Remember?
Yes, sir.
Right.
There you go.
Your man, Amar Rashad.
Yeah. Peter Vesey, all them guys, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the good old days. Exactly. You understand?
And hopefully, guys, it takes that turn, and not to get off my lawn type stuff, but again, can we just stick to the sport? I think that's something else people are getting tired of, other than 13 straight 3-point bricks on both ends of the court that people are like,
Man, listen, you ain't never lied, Don. I mean,
this ain't even entertainment no more. This is like foppery.
Well, I'm hoping that things go in cycles. You understand?
Hopefully, yes.
Hopefully it goes in cycles,
Yes.
and we get back to that point. You understand? Where it's about the game, it's about sports. That's
Right.
about. We don't need all this shock jock bullshit
Yeah.
that's going on that we view.
Yeah.
They be doing like East Coast, West Coast beefing.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We don't need that. We don't need that. Get back.
Ryan
Get
Clark
back
got
to
to be
it.
the
Exactly.
smartest man in the room.
For sure.
Yeah.
Get back to it.
Kendrick Perkins, country ass, just blabbing out stuff.
Exactly.
And then poor Malika Andrews just sitting there. Like, she knows she ain't running the show. She's just sitting there,
Yeah.
That's eye candy.
Pathetic.
Supposed to be eye candy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then you got Richard Jefferson with his shirt all open and really? ESPN. I tell you what, guys, I have not watched a pregame, postgame
I
on
hear you.
ESPN. Because you know what? The great thing about this direct TV I got, I think I told you all, I get MSG. Now,
Right.
I don't get the game, but when the Knick game starts, there's this
Oh,
little
right.
thing
Yeah.
that says, we'll take you there. And since I have lead pass, boom, it takes me.
Right.
And then it asks me, do I want the home or the road broadcast? So if the Knicks are on the road, I'm going to take the road.
Take the road.
And guess what? After the game is over, I go back to MSG and catch the post-game show.
Right.
I don't have to watch that history no more. I'm a Knicks fan, guys. I mean, I don't give a shit about the NBA, to be honest. I'm not that big of an NBA fan. I'm a Knicks fan.
Right. Just stick to the original recipe.
Oh.
That's all they got to do.
And I will say, even I get yes too. So even Yes's post game is pretty good. I mean, it's none of this flamboyant yelling. You guys y'all are having a problem now in New York with the Knicks, ain't you?
Cablevision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how y'all watching the Knicks?
It's not Cablevision. It's Optimum.
Yeah.
So
how y'all watching the Knicks?
I have Verizon.
Oh, you get the Knicks, Dave?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have my Fire Stick.
Okay. Steven,
you got.
Let me rectify this real quick. It's not pirating. Okay.
I know.
When I pay a certain amount of money. So
you just don't know if you're going to get today's Knicks game or the 90s. I didn't know Starks was still playing.
I gotta admit, guys. I think I paid like $140 for DirecTV, and you pay your little $30 a month for 4 months for NBA League Pass. But I like the way they do it with DirecTV. You get the option of watching.
That's actually kind of cool, though.
The Knicks are going to be playing OKC tomorrow.
Yes, they are.
So back in the day with Spectrum and League Pass, I would just get OKC. Whoever the home team was, that's whose broadcast I was going to get.
Right.
But with DirecTV, I can flip-flop to both because sometimes I want to, see what the other network is talking about, how they're talking about the Knicks. And so it is pretty nice, man. And for the price.
Quick question, Dom. Quick question.
Yes, sir.
Are they paying you for this plug?
No.
Come on, man. There's not enough people watching, so
I'm gonna like the show after the show. Dominic promotes it.
Hey, you lined it up for a discount, Dom.
Right?
It was like when I had to turn down Sirius XM. I mean, I couldn't take the money. So I like it. It's pretty cool, right? I don't get no promotional points. No, it's a great price from what I was paying for Spectrum, to what I'm paying now and what I'm getting now. And I can take my little genie wherever I go and plug it in Dave's TV. And
this is what they call a sponsored review.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm gonna send this to DirecTV.
Hold on, Reg.
I'm sure you are.
Reggie, I got a beef.
Didn't get your trash there.
No, but it's about trash. So why is the
Upper West Side? That's all my answer is going to be. Upper West Side.
Well, this pertains to the whole city. Why is the city forcing us to buy garbage cans that are stamped New York City Department of Sanitation?
I am not at liberty to disclose that
information. Dom, they got a new thing now. So as of I guess yesterday, you can get fined now if you don't have your trash. You know how you used to put the bags on the street? Now you have to have them in a container with a lid on it.
Right.
But then in 2026, you have to actually have an official New York City.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it has to have the stamp on it. Anything you buy it from them.
So you already know your answer. So
Okay. So wait.
So I take it. You live in an apartment building. So you don't worry about none of that.
Nah, I ain't worried about that nonsense.
Ours
living in New York City.
Ours is a vagabond.
So
just like his team, he just moved from one.
Wow. Y'all can't be doing my man all like that.
No.
Hold on.
That was true.
It may be true, but y'all can't do it on TV.
Hold on.
Again,
So
nobody.
you gotta buy their garbage can, Dave.
Yeah, you
Hold
gotta
on.
buy it. You
Hold
gotta
on.
buy it, and you get
Hold
fined
on.
if you don't. Yeah.
So wait. So first they got the congestion pricing.
Yep.
And now you got this.
Yep.
On top of that?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. By
Oh.
2026, you have to have an official. I think it's
What
May
the hell is
2026.
going on
You
here?
have to have an official one with the stamp on
Yeah.
it. You get fined. The first.
And how much are they going for, Dave?
They're 50. There's for the 50. I'm sorry, the 45 gallon. It's like $53.
What?
Uh-huh.
Is
Yeah.
that flat? $53
Yeah.
one time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And then you get a 10-year warranty. I know this because I looked it up yesterday because somebody had shared it on Facebook. So I had to,
Uh-huh.
find out the ins and out. Yeah.
So how much?
I'll be able to answer that question in about 2025 later-ish in the year.
Yes, I got you.
We'll revisit it later in the year.
So Dave, do y'all pay for New York City sanitation to pick your garbage up?
No. I mean, it
Okay.
comes out of your taxes, but it's not like a private, where you have
Right,
to-
not like $23 a month.
Yeah, no. No.
That's the downfall of owning a home out here. Not a downfall. I pay $22 for
Yeah.
2 days and 3 cans.
Some people do have the private sanitation companies that pick up. Yeah. But no, I put it out there, and either the sanitation department picks it up, or the raccoons get to it. Whoever comes.
Oh Lord!
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Or the possums.
I can't wait till Reggie moves to Florida.
Oh.
I got some stories to tell you. Trust and believe.
I believe it. Yeah.
While we're in the NBA, let's talk about
Right.
our
Speaking of trash.
Yeah.
Oh, now see.
Oh.
I said the Knicks. I didn't say. I didn't know. I thought you was a Knicks fan, Dave. What happened?
I am. I didn't see it on the scroll there. I thought we were still talking about just the NBA coverage in general.
Oh, okay. No,
not the Knicks. Yeah.
No, not the Knicks. I was about to say. I was like, "Yo, what's going on?"
I was like, that's a really good segue, R.
Well,
yeah.
We rolling in the new year, boy. We only 2 days in and we on fire.
Yeah. Exactly.
Let me see something real quick, if you don't mind. I want to see the Knicks by the numbers. This little article I saw from the Daily News. So they have 18 wins since, actually probably 19 wins since November 14th. Here's an issue that I want to discuss with you guys. Most minutes played by any 5. It's a Thibodeau thing. So the 5 enters the new year having logged in a league-leading 561 minutes this season, outpacing the second place Houston Rockets by 158 minutes.
As a team or a player?
The starting 5.
Okay.
Starting 5 has logged in that many minutes.
All right.
Can I ask a question?
Sure, please.
I got a question.
Good.
What about the Lakers and the Pelicans? Where do they fall?
Well, I don't have that.
They can't keep no healthy bodies on the court.
Right.
Who cares?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And they ain't nowhere in the minutes police.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Matter of fact, Anthony Davis is out tonight. I just saw that.
Yeah.
Dude. Again, this is my problem. Not saying I'm calling for his head to be axed or whatever, but again, I mean, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. The second place team, the second rank is 158 less. You understand? So
who's the second team, Mark?
That's the Houston Rockets.
The Rockets.
Yeah,
Okay.
158.
But them kids is young. I think the average age of the Houston Rockets is what?
It's 12.
Yeah. And you know what? You know what's weird about that stat, Art?
What's that?
There's a player on the Knicks that hasn't missed a game since high school. So Thibodeau wasn't his coach then. He wasn't his coach when he got in the NBA. He just happens to be his coach now. But when I hear the players say something, then I'll get back to you. Because I'll tell you what, as much as Josh Hart gets on my nerves,
I was gonna say Josh
because he
Hart.
just can't shut up, he said something real eye-opening. When I first started playing in the NBA, I wanted to play. And I couldn't.
Right.
I was on the team where I didn't fit in, and I didn't get minutes.
Yeah.
You think I'm a bitch about how many minutes I'm playing? This is my job. I want to play. Nobody
Gave you a
looks
different
at that
perspective.
aspect.
Yeah.
They just look at how many minutes these guys are playing. And remember, guys, the Knicks starting five is playing the bulk of the minutes because, one, their bench was depleted. But now they got Shamit back. They got Cam back. They got Deuce McBride. Precious wasn't playing in the beginning. So there go four guys right there.
Yeah.
I mean, did you catch, talking about minutes, yesterday, Tyler Kolek scored 40 points in the G League and played for the Knicks last night.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
And you know what he said? Man, that felt great.
Yeah.
These
I'm
guys
sure
are kids, man.
Exactly. Exactly. You know
Too
what I'm
many
saying?
people are making too much out of this minute shit.
Yeah.
And it's gonna go down because the Knicks bench is gonna get healthy again.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because
But
Mitchell
remember,
Robinson will be back eventually.
Exactly. At some
Mikal
point.
Bridges has played in like 5,600 consecutive games since AAU.
Yeah.
He ain't missed a basketball game since he was probably 8 years old.
Yeah.
Never been hurt. Goes out there, plays 36, 37 minutes every night.
Yeah.
Every night. Right. Right.
What's your answer for that?
Well, I like I said, I just think it could have been potentially an issue because he has that reputation as a coach of running his guys into the ground, so to speak. I'm hoping.
Let me ask you a question, Art.
What's that?
Or Dave, or Ray. What player did he run in the ground?
Let's see. In Minnesota,
Yeah, I'll wait.
Yeah, keep waiting.
Yeah, I will.
Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose is one.
Derrick Rose had a freak accident and his knee was never the same. But here's the funny stat. The guys you're saying that you might want to say he ran into the ground, Jimmy Butler, been to 2 NBA championships. Karl Anthony Towns comes to New York. He's the new Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
All the guys he coached, Joakim Noah, conference finals. Derrick Rose, even before his injury, conference finals. Where is this? He wore these guys out. He had a bunch of babies when he coached Minnesota, to include Karl Anthony Towns. He'll admit it. I was young. I was immature. Now I'm grown. I know Thibodeau is a coach now, and I've never heard one player badmouth Thibodeau. Not one.
Well,
they all love him. And you know what they always say? He's not that guy. He's not that in-your-face guy.
Where does the reputation come from then?
From people like you. I hate to say you are, but people like you, people like the media, that they found this hook. But again, who did he run in the ground? Julius Randle got upended by a dirty play in Miami. Out.
Yep.
Jalen Brunson, well, I don't know what happened to him last year. He got a flat tire or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Out. It wasn't, oh my God. Because again, I give you Mikal Bridges. None of them played more minutes than Mikal Bridges. Has he ever got hurt? No.
So I think it's interesting because it is the opposite narrative of the one of load management, and so that's around so much now, and so you talk about, on the one hand you got the supporters of load management, and which got crazy, and then you have the narrative. Well, the other side of the coin is somebody like Tibbs pushing players. So I don't know if agents have anything to do with it, or it's a lot of things. There's definitely a wear and tear, and it's understandable. But to Don's point, these guys, a lot of these guys are very young, and you remember when we were kids, we would play from sun up to sundown.
Yeah.
You go to the park, you could play several games in a row on concrete,
right?
and asphalt. So, yeah.
I think the Knicks are upsetting the NBA's narrative and apple cart.
Yeah.
Thibodeau per se, because guess what, guys? It's a rare occasion that they have a full-blown practice.
Yeah.
Anymore, they have shoot-arounds.
Right.
They don't got no two-a-days no more.
No.
They come to the gym, they shoot around, they get loose, and get ready for the game.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So where is Thibodeau getting in your ass for that? And that's another thing some of these players say. This guy comes to practice or shoot-arounds, and he sits on the bench, and he tells jokes.
Yeah.
Like we see this Thibodeau yelling at the referee.
Who tells jokes? He looks like he's stressed all the damn time.
You know what he says? I'm pissed off. He just says shit, but the players are the ones I'm listening to. They say he sits on the bench and just everybody that he has coached has had nothing but, and Derrick Rose treats him like he's his dad.
Right.
You ain't never gonna hear Derrick Rose say nothing bad about Joakim Noah.
Right.
Even Zach LaVine,
who
Thibodeau traded to get Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
Even Zach LaVine says the guy's a great coach. But again, when you hear that, just remember, Mikal Bridges has not missed a game since the 8th grade.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can say that.
Minutes.
Let's see if we can say that about OG. Okay. Let's see.
Well,
but
your brakes off because that son of a bitch was hurt before he meant to.
And I think that's Dom's point is those that have been hurt have a history or
being hurt,
or there was something freak happening to them, but you can't point to someone who's injured because they were overworked and taxed.
Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah.
Come
Mitchell
on, guys.
Robinson, exactly.
We've all known Mitchell Robinson for 5 years now.
Yep.
And he ain't playing 10 minutes.
Right.
He falls wrong, he crawls, whatever.
Exactly.
Come on, man. No,
like every time he hit the floor, everybody cringes. Like, what ailment is he?
Yeah,
Jimmy Butler has missed more games in his career since he left Thibodeau than he did when he played for Thibodeau.
Probably because he got
you
one
never
down.
heard about Butler missing games.
Probably because he got one down by 10.
Rachel putting it on him.
He goes to Miami. He falls into the palm trees and the low management shit. See, the Knicks don't buy into that, guy.
Right.
They don't buy into that. They want to play ball. So you better come with your A. Whether they win or lose, you better come with your A game every night.
That's why MB could never make it here.
Yeah.
I don't play basketball.
See, when they said trust the process, they didn't say trust MB, did they?
No, they sure did.
They said trust the process.
Yep.
And he's the last part of that process.
He is. He's the last part.
And he's the worst part when it comes to playing. Now, he ain't coached by Thibodeau, is he?
Nope.
No. Emmanuel quickly didn't miss many games when he played for the Knicks, right?
Right.
Last night was his first game this year.
Wow.
Yeah. Or the night before. It was his first game all year.
Wow.
Emmanuel quickly. Yeah.
Why is
RJ
that?
Barrett still can't hit a layup, so we're not going to bring that up. But quickly played his first game the other day.
Has he been
his coach.
Has he been injured?
Yeah, he was hurt. He had a hell of a game. He had like 20 points, 15 rebounds.
Okay.
I mean, he's a ball player, but he didn't do that shit with the Knicks. He got out there.
Well, he's well rested. He's supposed to do that.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I mean, I don't buy into it. Like Dave said, the Knicks are opposite of what the NBA is.
Yeah.
The NBA is into the load management, and y'all was talking about that, and the thing flashed across my phone. Anthony Davis will not play tonight.
Right. Yeah. That's right.
And you know what's so weird, guys? They really don't. Either that or they just make shit up. Like, Bar's out tonight because his left nostril.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nostrils.
Really? They just make up shit. Like,
he had a flare up with his nostrils.
Instead of just saying load management, I guess the commissioner bobblehead.
R is out tonight because of the tight-fitting turtleneck.
Yeah,
What?
his turtleneck choked him to death. And he got to recover.
He was asphyxiated.
Yeah.
Whatever, son. Whatever.
And that's part of, I give Commissioner Bobblehead,
Yeah.
but all they did was circumventilate his shit.
Where's our look? He went off camera.
Yeah.
All right.
He's taking his turtleneck off.
Wardrobe change.
He's taking his turtleneck off so he can breathe.
Speaking of bobblehead, do like this. Let me
Nah,
see
get out of here.
It's always hiding on this, man.
Nah, that's not even that. It's a stupid.
O's got a neck brace on.
Whatever. The damn computer.
Oh.
Okay.
His girl had to wheel him out to the mic.
Don't turn me into Mr. Clinton.
Like Jaden Ivey.
Turn me into Mr. Clinton. Okay, stop that.
The unhinged portion, starring Robbie
You gotta
Jones.
come back on with a t-shirt. Come on, come back to us.
Roast the host.
Roaster. There we go.
I'm
Yes.
still with it. I ain't changing.
That's crazy.
That's a handsome special. Oh God.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yo, did you know that the Knicks are in the bottom 10th of 3-point attempts? Now, this is so stupid to me. I'm sorry.
Number one in foul shooting.
Number one in foul shooting, but they've averaged 36.1 3-point attempts per game.
Attempts.
And that's bottom 10?
Yeah, right.
Bottom 10?
That shows
Oh,
the league. Yeah.
and what are they averaging in points?
110, 11.
I think 11.
All right, well,
Yeah.
Hold
okay.
on.
But I just find that very weird. I'm like, hold up. And
Yeah.
I'm like, that's bottom 10? So what's top 10?
The Knicks are averaging 117 points a night.
So
Jesus.
that game the other night where nobody could hit a three, didn't they shoot like 70-something 3-pointers?
Oh, Charlotte and
Combined?
Chicago, I think. Yeah. The most
Yeah,
3-pointers
yeah.
ever missed.
Yeah. Yeah. It was,
70-something
Man,
3-point shot and missed.
that's
Not taken, missed.
Mm.
Yeah.
you don't shoot that
Horrible.
many in the shoot around.
This is your new NBA. Again, here we go with the Knicks. Going
Yeah.
against the NBA grain.
And that's
Yeah.
the problem. Yeah. Yeah.
I know their wrists must be hurting.
Exactly.
Because you know their ego ain't embarrassed.
No, it's not.
Shit.
Even the 3-point line was like, please stop.
Yeah, you're embarrassing me.
Embarrassing the 3-point line, you said?
Knock it off. Yeah.
Come on, man. You know you can't make this shot.
Exactly. Like,
The 3-point line was trash talking.
exactly.
I heard the
got
3-point
one shot
line.
to make me look bad.
I heard the 3-point line saying, "Hey, I'll move up for you."
Yeah,
Right.
right. Exactly. Bring in the WNBA rule.
Yeah, we're gonna go to this college 3-point line.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing, guys. And
That's
again,
like-
here we go. The Knicks don't do it, but the Knicks are 14 games over 500.
That's true. That's true.
Well,
They're playing winning basketball. Listen, damn that 3-point shot.
And they're
Yeah,
one of a handful of teams. While averaging 117, they're still giving up less than 109 a night. In
Listen,
today's NBA, that is excellent.
that's excellent. Exactly.
Dom, I got a running joke when my students are playing in an open gym. I always say, "What's the safest place to stand in the gym?" I said, "Underneath the basket," because
yeah.
Wow.
you're going in there. If
Ain't
you-
nobody gonna be there.
yeah,
Wait. Do they even know how to make a layup?
Wow.
Nope. No, they know how to do all the flash and no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what a society. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But dudes, yo, what the hell, man? So they were saying, I forgot the name of that damn website. They were saying that at this point right now, starting tomorrow against the OKC Thunder, that their schedule is the hardest of all the games remaining.
Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna have.
I'll let you finish.
What's that? They're gonna have the real test starting tomorrow. Go ahead, Dom.
Here's the weird thing. They say the Knicks' schedule is the hardest.
Mm-hmm.
The Knicks have 4 road games in the month of January. 11 home games, and they already played one yesterday.
Right.
Wow.
So when you look at that schedule, guys, and I did,
Mm-hmm.
I had the Knicks going in 15 games,
Mm.
11-4.
Mm.
Mark that down. so that when the month of January is over, we'll go back to this.
We'll go back, right?
Because they ain't playing nobody really hard. Here's what cracks me up. Who's really hard? OKC. Right. OKC's probably the only team they'll play in January that has a better record than them. There ain't that many teams that got a better record than them, are.
Let's see.
Yeah, look it up. I did. I got them going.
You know, the Knicks like to play down to their competition too.
Yeah,
that's the danger.
That's the danger. Exactly.
Trust me, the Knicks are 24-10.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't gonna play many teams that got a better record than that. There ain't many teams in the NBA that got a better record than that.
So at the end of January, they should be 35-14. That's what you're saying?
Something like that. Yeah, Brett.
That's what he's saying.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't taking it back.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we're going to revisit that.
Uh-huh. And I remember OKC, while y'all are talking, who they play after that? The Bulls. Okay. The Magic. Mm-hmm.
The Magic.
We already whooped their ass all year. The Raptors. Okay. Tell me when we're going to lose. I'll wait. Then we play the Thunder again, but in New York.
Right.
The Bucks. They go by 3, possibly 4 losses. The Pistons. The Sixers. The Timberwolves. All this at home, guys.
Mm-hmm.
The Hawks at home. Remember? Oh, they have one of their road games.
You know your man Trey is going to be there.
Yeah,
that's a home game.
I've seen one of those games, exactly.
Yeah, that's a home game in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Which is a win. Then they get a break. Then they play the Heat. No, not the Heat. Excuse me. They play the Kings, who can't get out their own way.
Mm-hmm.
The Grizzlies, who hurt again. So I'm trying to find that fifth loss, guys, and I haven't found it yet. I'm at Friday, January 31st, and I ran down every team they're going to play, and I think 2 teams had a better record than them. Matter of fact, only one, I think, OKC. Milwaukee don't got a better record than them.
No, they don't. No.
Everybody's thinking, again, I hate to say this, but there's too many people that are waiting and thinking the wheels are going to fall off. Instead of just saying, you know what? This is a pretty good-ass team.
Exactly.
They play well together. They're starting to gel. Remember when we started this season, guys, Hart wasn't supposed to be a starter.
No.
Ananobi was a laughing stock as a 4. Mikal Bridges got off to a slow start. Oh, shit, trade him. And all of a sudden, we're 24-10.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're playing 14 games at home in January.
The Sippy Cup champs. Are they playing the Sippy Cup champs?
Who won the Sippy Cup championship?
Milwaukee, right?
Yeah, they play them at the Garden, though. It's at the Garden.
Yeah, Milwaukee won that. Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, guys, if you're interested, I think April 2nd, we're going back to Miami.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then end of April, we're going to Atlanta. Me and my son is doing our Southern Road tour. The shitty thing is the Knicks don't play in Charlotte no more this year.
Yeah.
They play their one game. Like each year it rotates.
Okay.
They play out of our conference with the Knicks, the Celtics division. Everybody outside your division, you play them 3 times. So one year you'll play 2 in New York, 1 in Charlotte, 2 in Charlotte, 1 in this is the odd year, and they're not coming back here. So I'm going to go to Miami.
You're going to Miami.
I missed Orlando, and then I'll see Atlanta.
Okay.
And all y'all can make it to Atlanta. Come on, guys.
Yeah, it's cheap going to Atlanta. I saw the Knicks in Atlanta one year, back when they had Porzingis.
Yeah, you could tell the truth, Dave. You could pull up to the arena in Atlanta.
No, you can. Atlanta, let me tell you, as much as sports that they have going on down there, they're a poor sports town.
Yeah.
They're very fair weather sports town.
And Dave, you've been to their baseball field.
Yep.
That shit is 1-2.
Yep.
I ain't been to City Field yet.
Oh,
so I'm gonna pump the brakes.
Yeah.
Most people say it's Truist, City Field.
Yeah.
You decide. I ain't been to City Field. I've been to Truist.
Yeah. You know what I like about Truist is the area around it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's not in Atlanta.
No, it's not.
It's
It's
in
not.
Marietta.
Yeah, Marietta. And
Nothing is in Atlanta, bro.
right.
Nothing.
Atlanta isn't even in Atlanta.
The Hawks still play in
The
Atlanta,
Hawks,
don't they?
they're downtown. Yeah, they're downtown. Yeah. But no, it was really nice, and I have to say, I went to see. This was had to be now I guess 3 years ago. It was the Braves and the Padres, and I went down there, and they were some of the nicest.
I should have met you for that one, Dave. We were friends at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went down there, and I bought the ticket online.
Okay.
And it was a Friday night game. It was one of the games that was on Apple TV. And but they were some of the nicest fans. I said I was a Mets fan.
Dave, tell them about when they cut the lights out.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, shit.
When they do that and the tomahawk chalk and everything, the lights go out and they just have the auxiliary lights on. The main lights go out.
Whoa.
And it is an experience. I have to give it to you.
Really?
Yeah. You really get taken away for a second.
And I'm not a Braves fan.
Yeah.
And you know what else is nice? You could go from the outfield through the stadium like you're in a fucking little town.
Yes.
Get out of here.
You gotta go.
There are apartments.
I gotta get to City Field.
Yeah.
So City Field, they're actually doing something now with that area where all those car scrap yards.
Oh, the junk cars.
Yeah. They're fixing it up, and they're trying to make it like an entertainment and restaurant and shopping district.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, but definitely they did it right with Truist.
Everything around it
is absolutely
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You could go from the stadium to your hotel.
Yeah. It's right. It's right there. They got a Hard Rock Cafe.
Right. That's insane.
Shit is amazing. And me and me and Arthur watched them build all this shit.
Right.
And then he dies right before they open the stadium.
Yeah.
We never got a chance to go. Me and his sister went.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, if you never get to another stadium outside of New York.
Yeah. I want to
tell you what else is nice.
That's it. I want to experience
have you
that
been
shit is crazy,
I still haven't been to City Field.
Oh, Lord, me either.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
I'll tell you what else is nice, though, guys.
Experience, yeah.
That Tiger Stadium in Comerica Park.
For real?
Yeah.
You're sitting in your seat looking at the skyline.
Wow. See, that was
and Motown is right across the street.
Oh, that's where it is. Okay,
the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
What is it called? Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
You know what?
Cleveland.
Cleveland. Excuse me.
Yeah,
I've
been to that one too. But I tell you what, guys, Comerica Park. It looks so picturesque because wherever you're sitting, you see the whole skyline.
Yeah,
it's true. I've been out there. I've been out there to Detroit, and you're right.
Beautiful.
Right.
It's gorgeous.
But I'll tell you what, I got to get to City Field to.
Yeah,
that's what they say. It's Truist or City Field is 1-2, 2-1.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know where I want to go to? I want to go to San Francisco.
I was there this summer.
I know. I know. Yeah, that's right. That's
what
right.
A coincidence.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? You know what stadium looks really good? PNC, Pittsburgh.
I heard.
I've been there. I was stationed at PNC.
Oh, really?
I'll tell you what, though, guys. If you go to what is it called now? Where the Giants play.
Oh yeah, they call it
MetLife.
No.
Oh, and San Francisco.
Oracle.
Yes.
I don't care what time of year you go. You better have a hoodie.
Oh yeah.
It's cold as shit.
Yeah.
And it's underwater. It's cold enough in San Francisco.
Right.
The stadium right on it. And you know I had to do it, guys. I had to go out to right field.
Of course.
I had to go look at McCovey Cove. That shit looks crazy. There's people out there in boats, canoes, little boats. I'm like, and it's cold, man. Like 7 o'clock at night in San Francisco.
Yeah.
It could be July, and it's.
Well, that's. I remember back in the
even in July, it's still cold.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I was there in July, I think. No, I was there in June.
Yeah. It is. There was a line from I think it was Mark Twain, and he said the coldest winter I ever had
was
was
a summer in San
summer in
Francisco.
San Francisco. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
guys, I'm closing in, man. I ain't got but Yankee, City Field, Minnesota, which I probably might just have to scratch that one.
Target Field.
Yeah, I ain't been there. I don't think I'll ever make it to Minnesota. But I'm only maybe 6-7 stadiums shy, guys, of completing the sweep.
So where you gotta go?
New York. That matter of fact, the weird thing is New York.
That's the weird thing. Yeah.
That's two of them. My own team in City Field. Huh?
What about St. Louis? St. Louis.
I've been there. Yeah, I've been there. I've been to Fenway. I'll tell you what, though, guys. Fenway Park is not what you think it is. That shit is. It's cozy.
Yeah.
And they're not like Dave said about Atlanta. They ain't that crazy in Fenway. Nah. I mean, again, when I went, they weren't. And remember, guys, I just go to go. I don't give a shit who's playing. They ain't got to be the Mets or the Yankees.
Right.
But at a regular, the only thing I don't like about Fenway, y'all remember the old Yankee Stadium with the beams?
Yeah. Fenway has,
They still have the beams. So you got to be like,
depending on, And
I'll tell you what, you can't afford to sit above the green monster.
Yeah.
Them shit's like $300-$400.
Yeah.
What?
The experience, I've been to Fenway about 5 times.
That shit is crazy.
I've been about 5 times. The last time I was there was actually in 2000. I saw the Mets there, but I saw in the 90s I saw Bo Jackson when he was with the Royals, and he had a shot out of Fenway Park. I went back in the 70s. Actually, I used to go to a baseball camp in Massachusetts, Ted Williams baseball camp. And so I went 2 years in a row, and they would make a trip to Fenway Park. So that was the first couple of times that I went there. But I like the old, feel. I mean, it's definitely.
Oh yeah, like Wrigley.
I've been to Wrigley.
You've been to Wrigley. That's like.
Wrigley,
I'll tell you what, guys. The stadium. I don't know if they changed the name, but one of the first stadiums I ever went to outside of ours was Kansas City.
Yeah.
The Army, we used to have these electronic war games it wasn't in Kansas City, but it was close enough for us to go to the game. And they would just come to us. I didn't even have clothes, guys. I went to the game in my uniform.
Wow.
Just to say I went. Kansas City sucked. I don't even know who they played. It was just, again, that's I think how it started, guys. I was like, this is pretty cool. Maybe I could. And then when I retired, I just went batshit crazy.
Well, exactly.
I'm like, I gotta get to New York, man. I can't believe I have not been to those two.
You got to.
That's sad, man. I only got a handful left, guys. I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to Minnesota.
Okay.
I've been to Dodger Stadium.
Okay.
I've been to Anaheim.
I've seen.
I've been to all the Cali stadiums. Yeah.
You went to Petco?
No.
Oh,
Colorado. I haven't been to San Diego, the Padres. No, I ain't been there.
Yes, sir.
My son did. When he was out there with his job. He went to Petco. So I ain't been to San Diego.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Colorado?
Yeah, I've been there a while ago. Remember when the Rockies was?
Yeah, when they played it.
When everybody was wearing the CR hats.
Yeah.
Right.
I was still in the service when I went to that stadium. Yeah.
I was in Denver before the Rockies existed.
Yeah, come on.
Right.
I went there when they was. I'll tell you what, though, guys, it's weird because you hear about the air, the altitude, and so you're sitting there like trying to count. Maybe it was me. I was just paranoid. And I'm like 6. I'm counting my breaths. Like, how many breaths before I'm out of breath? I was just bugging out. I'm like. No, this shit ain't that bad. But
no, it wasn't. And I tell you, because I was stationed in Denver for Lowry Air Force Base, and it was something to wake up in the morning and look at the Rocky Mountains.
Oh boy. Man, I can imagine.
Believe it or not, guys, a little town called El Paso in Texas.
Yeah.
That's how that was. I'm
a young
man.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm bundled up because I left Germany in December, went home on leave to New York, fucking December, January. It's freezing.
Mm.
I don't know where this place is. I get on the plane. I got a ski suit on. I get off the airport in El Paso, and I'm looking
at you.
I'm looking out, and the mountains are snow-capped.
Yeah.
And it's 68 degrees on the ground.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I was like, what the I get myself into?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, guys, it was 10. We used to get tickets to go. I think they still have it there, the Sun Bowl. One of the college bowl games, the Sun Bowl.
Yeah.
The University
we
of El
touching on that
Paso,
tonight?
Texas is in the mountain.
Oh,
Really?
The university is in the mountain, guys.
Wow.
Shit is insane.
wait, hold on a second. What'd you say, Sir Reggie? What happened? What?
No, I said I don't know. Earlier we touched on the bowl, down in New Orleans.
Yeah. No, we didn't hit that.
Okay.
No.
Carry on.
Me and I were talking about it before it started. I'm kind of embarrassed now.
Right.
Y'all do know the two culprits in these two incidences?
I
former
know.
Army guys.
Yeah.
Both from here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn, Don, what y'all do?
One was in SF.
Well,
The guy with the Tesla.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He was in SF.
dude,
Yikes.
we talked about this before this started.
Yeah.
And I was bringing up the point. Listen, you can't dispute what I'm about to say. There's people here, sleeper cells that have been here, woven into society here, and just waited for the call.
Yeah.
Let's not act like it's not like it can't happen, because it does.
Yeah.
You remember I told you guys when we as Americans, we do it all the time, man. Thank you, Red. The war on terror is still going on, man. Like I never knew, without divulging, that Africa, until I went there. I'm like, where the fuck am I? Boy, I thought that's their training ground. They fucking train in Africa, and like you said, then they start disseminating these cells.
Yes.
But that shit ain't never gonna end, guys. You keep thinking, 9/11 is behind us, and
that's a very bad mistake. That's a very
all right.
Yeah, like Red Shirt, you get comfortable.
Yeah, like we always do. We Americans, we remember, guys. It was fucking a year after 9/11. We were like, man, why I gotta take my sneakers off at the airport?
Right, exactly.
You know what killed me about that? When that first went down in 9/11 and whatnot, everybody's like all binding together.
Patriotism and
exactly.
Yeah,
How long did that last?
Yeah, until they put the word "act" after Patriot, and then everybody.
Yeah. And then everybody got And you know what I used to always say when I had time? If you ain't doing nothing wrong, what you bitching about? What is more important to you?
Yeah.
The safety and security of this country, or you thinking somebody's spying in your memory?
Yeah.
Really? And I'll tell you what, guys, I got it on YouTube. I'm gonna try to find this. I had an 8-minute conversation with Stephen A. Smith about this on his radio show. Yeah, somebody asked me, hey, they're talking. It was after that shooting in the church in South Carolina.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Somebody said, hey, why don't you call in? Stephen A.'s talking about it. He thinks you're gonna call. We told him about you. I said, I'm thinking radio show.
Right.
I'm gonna get 2 minutes. This motherfucker kept me on the phone for like 8 minutes, guys.
Wow.
Yeah.
On radio time. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, this is weird. But that's what we was talking about. We was talking about security. And he was asking me questions like, well, what do you think? And I said, it don't matter what I think. We can say we need this, but then R and Dave's going to say, but why?
Yeah.
And then Reggie's going to say, well, because, and Dominic's going to say, but why? We're always going to have the, but why? Like I said, guys, a year after 9/11, we were like, this shit one shot deal, but you never saw what happened before that.
Right.
Y'all live in New York, the first World Trade Center bomb, the USS Cole, countless embassies. Nobody paid attention to that shit because it wasn't here.
Right.
It wasn't in the U.S. We lived this shit everywhere we went overseas.
Yeah.
But until it happened here, and even that, guys, after a year, we were like,
yeah.
Not me, of course. I was still pounding the
You
pavement.
were in the thick of it. Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking to myself, you motherfuckers complaining about taking their sneakers off.
Yeah.
I need a pair of sneakers right now.
I
wear these boots.
Yeah.
But that's what I was trying to explain to Stephen A. It don't matter, you know.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, he got quiet when I said that. I said, Mr. Smith, everybody wants security, but then they want to tell you how they want it. That shit will never work.
Yeah.
That shit won't never work.
Yeah.
You either want it and you got to go by what we're putting out, or have at it, man. Like we talked about with Ronan during COVID. Remember the licking the toilets and all this shit. And, you know, what do you need the army to step in and tell you, we gonna whoop your ass if you don't do shit right. And again, it worked. It worked in New Orleans, guys. It actually did work one time. But do you really need that? You know, somebody telling you what to do, Dave? Are you that immature?
Right.
Some are. Let's keep it above.
Yeah, for the sake of being non-compliant. I don't want to be told. Yeah.
It's like that. My job, bro. These dudes is different.
Yeah.
I'm like, how do y'all get dressed in the morning? It's amazing.
Or who's dressing you?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Weird. I mean, I know we got off of sports, but it's weird. It's really weird. And you know what's funny? You go like outside of New York, Dave. You know, you go to a ballpark.
Yeah.
Go to a ballpark, like Atlanta, for example.
Yep.
You know, they live a different life in the South. I'm not saying it's better.
Right.
I'm not saying that. They just live a different. Their values are different.
Yeah.
There's hospitality.
It's different,
especially compared to New York. No shade to any New Yorker listening. I'm from New York. I know how we act.
Yeah.
So, it's a different world. Like I told you, when I went to Germany, I didn't see no garbage on the street. You know what else I didn't see? No garbage can. You go to Manhattan, there's a garbage can on every corner, and there's shit everywhere in between it.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Yeah.
Hey, yo. I'm about my livelihood right now, man.
If they didn't throw the garbage, Reggie wouldn't have a job. I'm sorry.
You said the Upper West Side?
There you go.
Where are you, the Upper West Side?
Upper West Side, man.
Yeah. There's a lot of trash over there. You missed the spot.
Oh, good, bad, and indifferent.
When are you retiring, Reg?
He said very soon.
I'll talk to you after January 10th, man. I'll talk to you after January 10th.
Next week. That's next show, actually.
No. The text will be flying if they say something good.
All right.
We got
all you're gonna see on the is a cheese emoji because I'm gonna be cheesing.
Like I said, we got our fingers crossed for you, brother.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Exactly. There you go. Oh man, that was interesting. Let's get back to a little. We're gonna go to the NFL for a little bit, not too much long. But this team has any. I was thinking, did the Dallas Cowboys three-peat?
No, nobody has.
Nobody has.
Yeah, no,
I don't think.
I don't think anybody three-peat. Yeah.
Okay, for some reason I kept thinking Troy Aikman and that crew did it with Jim Johnson. No. Okay. All right. Honestly, I said it before in this show. I think it's going to happen. They're winning these games and they're not even looking dominating this whole season. They've been getting by these last second victories. Listen, when the kicker kicks a game-winning field goal that hits off one of the goalposts and rebounds back in, I'm like, okay, this is very telling.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah. We might see history with this football season, and you know what? Good for him. You know, I'm not a fan, but I
don't think none of us has a team in the hunt. I know me and Dave, Jeff fans.
Yeah.
Right.
How
I don't know what Reggie is.
wins did you predict for the Jets?
I think I said 7 and 10.
Yeah, I think you said 7. So you lost. You
Yeah.
lost.
Yeah. And you didn't pick Kansas City before the season, but you know what, guys? I said this last week. I'm just in it to see it now.
Right, exactly.
I ain't got no horse in the race, so I'm in it to see it. I'm gonna say I'll be able to say I saw somebody 3 feet.
Yeah. Your horse been dead for a long time.
Yeah.
But you know what? I want to really see win. Believe it or not,
Buffalo.
No,
I do.
I want to see Detroit.
No.
Damn, Don, really?
I want to see Buffalo win.
I want to. You know, I really want to see win. I would like to see Minnesota win.
No.
I know it's not going to happen. I'm just saying.
They get ready to lose to Detroit this weekend, bro.
You know why I say Buffalo? They lost umpteen in a row.
Yeah.
Minnesota didn't lose umpteen. They lost to nothing. Detroit, y'all just flat out suck forever until 2 years.
Yes,
yeah.
Even though Buffalo lost 4 Super Bowls, they were always competitive. They always was in the fight. Always. These other teams, be honest, guys. Detroit sucks since we were kids.
Detroit, I saw, and I could be misquoting it something, but it seems like before Detroit got good, there was a point where I think they said they hadn't won a playoff game since the Kennedy administration.
No, it was late. They won one game. They won one playoff game with Barry Sanders.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
All right, because
before last year, of course.
Yeah, right. Before.
So I don't want to hear that. Y'all suck forever. Y'all suck forever. Minnesota sucked forever, but Buffalo didn't suck forever.
No.
So anybody's deserving of.
It's so funny because I used to, of course, I rooted against those Buffalo teams. The Giants beat them, and the 4 straight.
What?
It was a joke, but when I went to Buffalo when my son was in college, those are some good people up there.
Okay.
And I think that they really, I felt bad after, they really would have, enjoyed a championship.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see them again.
What else do they have except wings?
Yeah, you're right.
And
right.
snow.
Yeah.
They deserve it, guys. I would love for them.
They're getting that. They're going to get that new stadium in a couple of years too.
I hope it's indoors.
It's partial. Yeah, it's something, but it's something that they have where it's. I tell you one thing about Buffalo: they know how to handle snow.
Right, of course.
Yeah, they definitely know how to. So they don't get shut down like we do.
Yeah.
But I did see it. It's a pretty innovative stadium. I just saw it like a week ago. Some of the mock-ups for it, but it's going to be something special. So I'd like to see them too. Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, maybe next year, but you got to be honest, guys. We've never, and we may never see it. And again, speaking of football, I understand what Philadelphia is doing with Saquon.
Oh yeah.
I think it's Bush League. I think you should have gave him a chance. Maybe even a half. If you can't get 100 yards and a half, we're going to call it a day. I don't think you really have to be overly concerned of being hurt by the Giants defense. You might get 101 yards in the first quarter.
Yeah.
But that being said, I think that was Bush League, and I don't want to hear Eric Dickerson if he broke it, because guess what? Saquon would have broken it in one extra game, but 100 and something less carries. Figure that shit out, guys.
Okay, all right. So
so who was averaging?
So he's not playing this weekend.
No.
Nope. That's what they say. There's some people saying, maybe the Eagles are throwing a dummy pass and he's gonna stop. I would have liked to see it again. It would have happened against the Giants.
I
would have been like more in
there you
your
go.
face.
Exactly. I don't know.
And you know what? Honestly, the Eagles ain't going to the Super Bowl. Let's just keep it a buck. They ain't going to the Super Bowl. So you should have let him get out there, because guess what? He's not just getting the record for himself. He's getting it for that offensive line, that offense, that team, that fan base. Yeah, he ain't just doing it for him. I mean, but you want to play these little, like I said, y'all ain't winning the Super Bowl. Y'all ain't getting out the NFC.
Right.
Nah, not happening. So you should have let him try to get the record. And
I agree.
don't know. Yeah. I think that's really Bush
So-
League shit.
So let me ask you, not to cut you off, Don.
No.
Is he even in a running for MVP?
Oh,
He
he's
should
got
be, but we know that won't happen.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Here's the weird thing about football. Adrian Peterson was the last running back to win MVP. But we've had running backs win Offensive Player of the Year.
Right.
I don't get it. I don't know how that equates to not being the MVP. Barry Sanders ran for like a zillion yards. Didn't win MVP, but he was Offensive Player of the Year.
Right.
Yeah.
How do you? The NFL is kind of like if you're not a quarterback, you ain't winning the MVP.
Right.
Is that what you're telling me? Saquon Barkley rushed for 2,000 yards. Damn, that ain't like passing for 2,000 yards.
Right.
Shit, he had to run around people for them 2,000
exactly.
yards.
Right.
Run through people.
Yep.
I don't get it,
agree.
man.
I
I just
agree.
think the Eagles are doing some Bush League shit, and you can hear it in Barkley's voice when they ask him about it.
Yeah, he's doing
He
the
tried to
company
play it
line.
off.
Yeah, he did the company line. With it.
Yeah, but he also
Remember
said,
that?
he also said
Go ahead, Tom.
they decided to sit me out.
Yeah. It wasn't his decision.
Right. He gave the company line, but then he said,
Yeah.
well, Dave made the decision. He is the coach. And,
Right.
But you could see in his face, man, when you were looking at him like, this is a one-shot deal, guys.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
if Jalen Hurts, that's their quarterback,
Yep.
Yes.
if Jalen Hurts was on the verge of breaking the passing record, you think he wouldn't play this week?
100% he would.
Damn right he would.
Exactly.
Yeah, he would. Why can't Barkley? Again, give him a half.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this.
Yards,
Let me ask you this
Well,
question.
how many yards is he behind?
101.
Wow. Okay.
He
Let me ask you this question.
Against the Giants.
Remember when they asked the coach asked him if he wanted to go back in,
Yeah.
and he said, "Let the kids
somebody
eat."
else play.
Yeah.
Give the young guys a shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
You think that had a lot to do with it, or no?
He probably would have had the record before this Sunday too if he wasn't such a team guy. Remember, guys, this is
Right.
who he's been his whole life.
Exactly.
In Penn State, in high school, he's always been that. That team dude, man. But this time, I can't.
I hear you.
And not because he's a Penn Stater or he's from the Bronx. No, it's just, you busted your ass to get 2,000 yards. That's a lot of yards, guys. Serious, man.
Well, considering what he went through the early part of his career, to even be at this, to be at this point, to be on the cusp of something great, accomplishment like that, absolutely.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
And you don't think, I ain't gonna say he's maybe. Is he possibly the major reason the Eagles are where they're at right now?
Of
Because
course.
guess what? You had all them other guys last year.
Yeah.
Of course. I would say
Y'all
so.
weren't making this kind of noise. Did he not make playing quarterback easier for Jalen Hurts?
You damn right.
100%.
You damn right.
Yeah.
He couldn't do it for Daniel Jones, though.
Because Daniel Jones ain't a quarterback.
This is what it is.
Yeah.
Where did Jalen Hurts go to college? Alabama?
Yeah.
Yes. He went to two schools.
Yeah, he went to two. Yeah. Wasn't he there with Tua?
Yeah. Remember they replaced him?
He went to Alabama, and then where'd he go? Oklahoma or somewhere like that?
Yeah.
Where did he transfer to?
Oklahoma right there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But come on, guys. Really? What are we talking about here? 100 yards?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
I don't like Eric Dickinson's little bitching ass comment.
Yeah, I don't
do the math, Eric.
What did he say?
Well, he's going to play one extra game. Well, how many games did you play more than OJ? But do the math, Eric. If Saquon Barkley would have had as many carries as you've had at week 16, he'd have broke the record already.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Ain't no mistake.
I'm just doing basic math, guys.
It's interesting, though, because most guys, when their record is about to be broken, they're very gracious about it.
Yes, they are.
Because
except
Reggie Miller damn sure was.
except for Miami,
except
exactly.
Miami.
Right. But
They be popping champagne.
yeah,
in week
they do.
6.
They do. But
But you know what's sad about that, Dave? Not to cut you off.
Yeah.
They don't have many guys left.
Yeah, I know.
That's getting scary now.
Yeah.
All of them are. Is Mercury Morris still alive?
I thought he. Well,
I think Mercury passed away, right?
Yeah, I don't even want to
look that up.
He passed away. I think he passed away.
Yeah.
There ain't many. All I know is there ain't many left.
Yeah.
No.
And now they was some get off my lawn.
Yeah.
They would get off my lawn. They didn't want you to break that record.
They were very crotchety old man.
Yeah.
What was that? 1972.
1972, sir.
We're talking at this point going on 53 years.
Yeah.
It's almost as long as. Yeah, he died in 2024, just last September.
I thought. Yeah. I didn't want to say it if he was, still alive.
The Dolphins went undefeated. They that record stands almost as long as Jimmy Carter's record of still being alive after his.
Right.
What did they say?
That's crazy.
He lived for 40 some odd years after his last day in office.
Wow.
God bless him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Obama's going to break it because Obama was a little younger than him.
Yeah.
Because remember, Jimmy Carter wasn't like, your average 60, 70-year-old guy taking office. He was, 40. He lived 44 years, 44 or 46 years.
Yeah.
Right.
After his last day in office.
How about
That's
that?
some shit, man.
Yeah.
How about that?
Some of the Secret Service agents that worked for him died.
Exactly.
Twice.
Right.
He said twice. Damn.
That boy lives to be 100 years old, man.
Oh, yeah.
And Rosalind was right there with him until.
Exactly.
And remember, Jimmy Carter was the one that we boycotted the Olympics on.
Right. Yeah.
Remember? If y'all remember correctly.
Yeah.
I was just a kid then.
Yeah.
He was the infant. Let me stop.
Oh man. Shit.
I wasn't that young.
But I hope the Eagles get knocked out in the first round. Plus, I don't like Philadelphia. So.
I hear you, man.
Yeah. They need to get knocked out in the first round.
Yeah.
I just like to see. The reason I said Minnesota, I just like to see this kid get a like coming from that, so to speak. Nah, it would be a good story. I'm just saying.
Yeah, hey, you hear the rumblings are.
I'm just saying,
he's
man.
a free agent. Is he going to go to the Giants?
If I was him, that'd be the last place I go to.
Yeah.
Jets?
Who is this?
The Jets probably have a better offense.
The Jets, I think, would fit him. I really do.
They have a better offense.
They have a better. You got pieces in there.
Yeah.
You got pieces. Not like the first time he was back in. That's for sure. You got to upgrade.
Yeah. And people are going to love you because we got that bitter beer mouth after this Aaron Rodgers experiment gone wrong.
Exactly. Now, what I don't like about the Jets is they're entertaining. Well, 1.5 people. One is Ron Rivera, for the coaching. And also Rex
Ryan.
You know who I think they should hire?
Who?
Sexy Rexy.
No, Vrabel.
Yeah, that would be great.
But you know what I heard? I was listening to something on Sirius XM. And they was talking about Vrabel, of course, because he's probably the hottest thing out there that ain't coaching right now.
No doubt.
They said anybody going up for an interview for the Jets has to interview the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't like we're going to interview the new coach. The coach got to interview you because that's how much in shambles your front office and your ownership is. Right. What am I getting into, R?
Right, exactly. Do I really want to do this?
What's your plan, R?
Wait. Hold on. Before we even dive into that, do coaches have a Madden rating?
That's old.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
that's wild.
Maybe they add that feature in the next one. Who knows?
Yeah. Right. But that's what somebody said, that if a guy like Vrabel gets, even an interview, he's gonna have to interview the Jets.
Yeah.
And whoever's interviewing him, he got to say, "Where's the owner?"
Yeah.
I need to hear from him.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's your direction for this? If you
Exactly.
just want to, I ain't the guy.
Yeah.
Believe me, Vrabel's going to be coaching somebody next year.
I think a lot of people need to leave that organization the hell alone, bro.
Yeah.
It's like I think, in my opinion, it's coaching suicide right now because they have no idea what direction they're going in.
No, and that's why they're saying the coach is going to have to interview the team.
Right.
Sure.
You know, where are you going? I see the talent you have. Because the Jets, come on, guys. And I ain't saying it because I'm a Jets fan.
Right.
The Jets have some talent. And if the funny thing is, again, me and David, the Jets spent countless years steadily concentrating on their defense.
Yeah.
They finally switched gears, got some good offensive weapons, and here comes this little yuppie pain in the ass.
It blew up in their
ass.
It blew up in their face. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Another
Hey, yeah, I told y'all that when they was even entertaining Aaron Rodgers, that's not going to be a good look.
People forget as many jokes as they told. Mark Sanchez took us to back-to-back AFC championships.
Mark Sanchez.
Excuse me. Mark Sanchez. Back-to-back AFC championships.
Sanchez.
What's name couldn't get out the locker room. Rodgers. Get your crybaby.
Hey, that's the savior, man. That's the savior.
Yeah, he saved them all right. He saved them $50 million come next year. You get your ass out of here.
First game came out looking like he was in the color guard.
Yeah, get out of here. That ship has sailed.
That should have told you something.
Yeah.
When that first what was it? The first
first game.
possession? First possession.
Yeah.
Four plays in, wasn't it?
4 plays, yeah. Boom. Game over.
Like, are we, this what we doing right now? Wow.
Yeah.
Guys,
go ahead.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to shut this down. I'm so
I got to go to work.
Yeah, it's not just, yeah.
Damn, I miss saying that.
See, he's not dedicated. I'm at work and I'm ready to go. This guy said, I got to get some sleep to go to work.
What time you got to be to work?
Off.
8 o'clock, so I got to shut it down. No, it's not bad.
Wait a minute, hold on. Let me put my cam on.
Wow.
See, look where I'm at. I'm dedicated, man.
Wow.
Stop being a wuss.
Did you see that camera angle last week?
Yeah.
Thank you for joining me, as always, guys.
Thank you all.
Appreciate that.
Thank you all. Happy New Year again to all our panel and listeners out there. Happy New Year.
All right, guys. Have a
Thanks,
pleasant.
Love you guys. Later.
Peace.